Hello. This is going to be another one of the Animanda quiz time videos. This one is actually going to just be me doing a One Piece quiz in regards to, like I did the Hogwarts stuff and everything, so I was going to do a One Piece quiz to kind of see what would be a good devil fruit for me to have. I've done these before, and I think one time I ended up with Aokiji's Hiya no Mi, and then the Basil Hawkins straw fruit were the two that I ended up with on quizzes. So I'm just like, well, let's see what this one gives me. So I just figured we'd start with that and just kind of see what happens. We're going to do at least one quiz. I might pick a different one and see if I get a different result on that same quiz. So we'll see how that goes. So we've got one of the devil fruit quizzes here. Which devil fruit would you have version 2 for One Piece? So we're going to put my name in, and we're going to put in Animanda Tsuki no Usagi, just for the purposes of this. So start quiz. Which is the closest to your dream home? Giant luxurious mansion with many rooms and servants. Not so much. Fancy RV or houseboat, constantly traveling. Yeah. A modest, peaceful cabin in the wilderness with very few close people or nobody. Luxurious condo, many friends and parties. Yeah. Relaxing beach house, beachside house with several friends and family. I would like the beach side because you have a pool and you can go swimming out in the ocean anytime you want. You and a good friend of yours are walking down the street. Your friend, who is in a really bad mood, bumps into someone's shoulder and immediately gets angry at the person. This begins escalating into a fist fight. It doesn't look like your friend has a chance of winning. What will you do? Try to break up the fight right away. Violence won't solve anything in this case. Keep watching and ignore them. Keep walking and ignore them both. Your friend is being irrational, so let them solve it himself. Depending on the friend, immediately help your friend beat this guy. I don't care if it might be his fault. I don't want my friend to get hurt. Take out your phone and record the fight. It's getting pretty entertaining. Try to break up the fight. Violence isn't going to solve anything. What can I say? I'm somewhat of a pacifist. What sounds like a dream profession to you or your current line of work? Something to do with designing or crafting, art, architecture, chef, something to do with serving a large number of people, religion, medical, government, police, military, anything that seems like it'll work out. Something that will let me travel a lot, military, pilot, truck driver, geologist. Something with hands-on labor, construction, mechanic, builder. Something to do with money, finance, or power. CEO, marketer, stock trader, underground. Something to do with entertainment. Singer, performer, musician, host. Something to do with puzzles, thinking. Professor, scientist, lawyer, programmer. My dream profession? As much as traveling would be interesting, I don't want to be like a pilot or in the military or like a truck driver. So, because no. Actually, go with the art one. Creating art can also lead you to other things. What color do you like the most? Green, blue, white, or green, black, white, blue, orange, purple/pink, red, or yellow? Purple. Which of these would be most likely to share on social media? Favorite art, music, or even stuff I made myself? Funny videos, pictures I found online, and not so much. Selfie or mirror shot at the gym? No. Food? No, I don't put food up on Facebook. I rarely use social media, if ever. Inspirational quotes. Well, it would be between either the art or the quotes, or I rarely use social media. And it would actually be more I rarely use social media because even though I do have Facebook, I don't usually post that much stuff. I usually just more use it to like keep track of like what's going on with family members. So yeah. Which club would would you be most interested in? Go home club, probably. Student council, F no. Cooking club, maybe. Sports MMA club, no. Music, art, drama, or fine art, maybe. Math, science, history club. As much as I do really like science and as much as I really do like history, mine would be the go home club because I've already been at school for however many hours and I want to go home. Your close friends inform you that they no longer want you in their group. You are given no explanation as to why. What will you do? I'll just find some new friends to hang out with, though it pains me. Maybe we were just too different to stay together. I need to find out what truly happened and fix it. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. What a bunch of scum. I did nothing wrong, and this is how I am treated. I'll show them a thing or two. I'll just remain alone then. I never really trusted them anyway. If they're my close friends, I would want to find out what happened. That, like, okay, did I do something wrong? Did someone say something? What did I do? You are in class for a final exam and final exam review today. What will you do? Barely pay attention. I already know the material or can just teach myself at home. I probably won't even show up. Focus intently. I need to ace this test. Slacking off would also be very rude to the teacher. Text on your phone and or talk to your friends around you. I would be paying attention because that's the way that I am, even if it's like final review day, even though I know most of the material. It's just like, I'm just going to pay attention just to make sure that it's a little bit more there, just to make sure that I'm less likely to fail. Also, most of my teachers I tended to have pretty good relationships with, so I didn't want to ever be rude to them. Most of them. Which fantasy world do you enjoy the most? Dark medieval? No. Peaceful and beautiful? Eh. Huge adventure? Maybe. Vibrant fantasy dreamland? Definitely not the darker medieval. Mostly just because of the fact that, I don't think I do well in a medieval world. Same thing with the adventuring world. Me personally would probably not do very well in that type of world. Go kill that thing. I don't think I can. Peaceful and beautiful, maybe. Vibrant fantasy dreamland. Well, I'd much rather be in a peaceful world because then at least I'm less likely to die or see someone I care about killed. Vibrant fantasy dreamland. Thing is with dreamlands is that one bad dream and it's all twisted. So we'll just go with the peaceful and beautiful. When you are at home, what do you typically enjoy doing most? Lying around and playing video games or watching Netflix/YouTube. Yeah. Studying, watching documentaries or learning. Inviting lots of people over to have fun. Inside is boring. I'd rather mess around outside. Goofing around online and getting people mad. No. Absorbing myself in music, art, novels. Well, typically when I'm at home, it wouldn't be the goofing around online. Yes, I do YouTube videos and stuff like that, but I don't usually want to make people mad or anything like that. I do play video games, but they're not the main thing that I do. But I do, watch YouTube or Netflix or stuff like that. But, laying around can be very nice as well. I do tend to watch documentaries as well and learning and stuff like that. I like watching those. No already on the having a lot of people over to have fun. No. I also just like getting absorbed in music and stuff as well, just like reading or, other things. So I would say most likely, lying around. That one. How many friends would you say you have? Not that many. I have a good circle of good friends, and I have met many people I somewhat know. Yeah. I have a lot of friends. Mostly everyone knows me in some way. I'm pretty popular. Nope. None really, mainly family or a best friend. I don't mix well with many people. Close friends that I love and trust. Let's put it this way. I haven't really had a best friend since middle school. And I'm kind of okay with that, but it's mostly family that I tend to be around. Yeah, I have other people that I'm around and stuff like that, but it's a very few group. But I would also be the person that would be like, I'd have the close knit group of friends that I really get along with. You are at some form of social gathering and you find a person nearby speaking to a group of friends, family about a topic you are passionate about. This person is blatantly speaking nonsense and everyone seems to believe them even though you think it to be false. What do you do? Who does this person think they are? People will get deceived and buy into this BS, and I can't let that happen. I must interject and tell them the truth. On second thought, maybe I'm the one who is misinformed. Perhaps I should inquire more to see if what they are saying is in any way accurate, and maybe we can reach a resolution. I will just wait until that person leaves and tell everyone my thoughts on the matter, just so I don't get into an argument. Whatever, who cares? People will say dumb things all the time, and it isn't worth the effort to correct them. My answer is it depends on what the topic is. If it's a topic that's like anime or something to do with Marvel or something like that, it's just like I'm okay with correcting them on that type of stuff because that's not going to cause a giant argument in regards to, oh my god, I can't believe you said this about that character. Although in my family, there's not really that many people that are extremely into anime and manga and Harry Potter and Marvel and stuff like that. I mean, they know what it is, but there's not as many of them that know about it. Some do, but not that many. Political-wise or something like that, I'm less likely to interact with that simply just because of the fact that parts of my family are much more on the other side of the aisle than I am on a lot of things. And I'm friends is one thing to try to correct with that stuff. Family, yeah, I have family that get into arguments on Facebook about different political and social issues and stuff like that. And I know where I stand on stuff, but I'm also it's not really where I want to be arguing with someone at that point in time. Not really. So people say dumb things most of the time, and it's not usually worth correcting them. Well, it's a subject I'm passionate about, then yeah, I'm going to interact. I'm going to correct them. Yeah. You walk into a grocery store and a couple of guys are hanging out right beside the entrance. The group of friends see you and start clearly mocking you and calling you names, and they don't look weak. What do you do? I probably wouldn't even notice them in the first place. I barely pay attention to people. No. Get away from them and try to hide how hurt you are. Give them a friendly smile and keep walking. Whatever, I'll ignore them completely and show no interest. Laugh with them, maybe they're not as rude as I think. Get up in their faces and try knocking one of them down. People like this needs put in their place. No. Insult them back. I'm not going to let myself be mocked in public. Show no interest. I've had that happen before. I've been dealt with being teased my entire life and made fun of my entire life. It's just I can ignore that. You are handed $1,000 by a complete stranger. However, they tell you that you must donate all of this money to a charity. What will you do? Although it might be wrong, I think I'll take about around half of the money for me and some friends and give the other half to a charity. At least I won't feel entirely guilty. Buy myself a nice meal and outfit with some of the other money and then donate the remainder to charity. It'll barely make a difference. Donate all the money to charity. Take the full $1,000. It's not like anyone will know or care. If a random stranger handed me $1,000, check or cash, or well, it would be check or cash probably. Here's a Bitcoin of $1,000. I have no idea what to do with this. And so that I have to donate it to charity, all the money, I donate it to charity. I'm perfectly fine with that. There's multiple charities that I'd be more than happy to donate that money to, you know. What kind of grades did you often receive in school? Don't be shy. This is anonymous. C's minimum. Nope. A's and B's, perfectionist, intelligent. Yeah, I was A's and B's. Yeah, I'm pretty book smart to a degree. Pretty, yeah, kind of a perfectionist on a lot of things. Honor roll, top 3% of my class in high school. Yeah. Which of these animals is your favorite? Wolf, lion, cobra, horse, dolphin, eagle, dog, cat, owl, swan, fox, hippo, elephant, scorpion, monkey, or anything ancient dinosaur. Well, my sister would say wolf because my sister loves wolves. Wolves would be her favorite. I do like lions. I do like wolves too. Snakes, nope. Snakes are definitely out there. Not my favorite animal. I don't mind them, but for the most part, I'm like, I'm just going to avoid the snake. Horse, I do like horses. Dolphin, eagle, dog. The dog is not in here with me. He's currently in my mom's room. Cat, I do like dogs and cats, but I'm just like, I don't necessarily say that they're like my favorite animal. Owl, swan, not so much. I'm not the biggest bird person. Fox, hippo, and not so much. I don't really want to be around something that can crush my head. Not that hippos aren't awesome. Elephants, scorpions, no scorpions. Monkeys, I was born in the year of the monkey, but that doesn't mean that I necessarily am the hugest fan of monkeys. Anything ancient or dinosaur. Favorite. Dinosaur. Ancient dinosaur. Yep. Okay. Okay, apparently I am stuck with getting the Hiya no Mi, which is perfectly fine, the chili fruit. I'm perfectly fine with that. I like Aokiji. He's definitely my favorite admiral, although I do like Fujitora. Fujitora is a good admiral. Do not care for Kuzan. Or no, Kuzan I like. What am I thinking? I do not care for Akainu / Sakazuki. I don't really care for Kizaru. And then we don't know anything about Green Bull, so leaving that alone. But yeah. The Hiya no Mi. The ice fruit. Yep. You're naturally chill and easygoing person. Yep. Doing what's right is important, but only when it's absolutely necessary. You don't have very many crazy over-the-top ambitions and prefer a casual life with a circle of distinct people. However, some days just being alone and free is the best, especially when staying at home and sleeping in on occasion. Sleeping in more applies to my mother. This power gives you the power of ice and frost. You can break apart and reconnect, while also making several weapons out of ice to deliver devastating attacks. You completely trap anything you touch within ice, and can even freeze over an entire lake in an instant. Hey, I do like Aokiji, and I do like the devil fruit, so I would say that that's actually a fairly apt description for what I can do. for where I would fall, I guess, for a devil fruit. I mean, there's other ones that I would like to have. I mean, like, I wouldn't mind, like, having a zone to turn into different, to turn into a different animal. I mean, I made a bunny zone for the channel. And then, of course, the other devil fruits that I made, there's a chocolate devil fruit that I made, and then there's, of course, the feature fruit that I made that I would probably most likely to have, would most likely want. But out of all the stuff, out of all the devil fruits that are apparently canon, this is one that I would like, and it's a Logia. So I wouldn't mind being a Logia. And, that'd be fun. And also I can just go around and, like, make snow cones for kids if I want to. So yeah, that was that quiz. Yeah, I might do another One Piece quiz down the line, or for like a different one for a different devil fruit quiz, and see if I get the same thing. But yeah, I would say I'm pretty happy with getting the Hiya Hiya no Mi. So I thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you have a nice rest of your day. And I will leave the link to the quiz down below, so that way if anybody wants to take the quiz themselves, they can. So, bye!